Here you go, my invitation letter. Now can I get in?
Not in these clothes, no.
I can't just carry a pocket of sand with me. I would need something to keep it in. I don't think so. Good luck with the race.
Thank you, señorita. You have fun at the casino.
It's working. A moment of your time, Tamara?
For you? Always.
I need to get back to it.
Always a pleasure talking to you.
I don't know if Tamara would appreciate... Tamara, could you draw me a dress pattern on this fabric?
Say no more, love.
Don't you have to take my measurements or something?
Oh, I know them by heart. Trust me.
An artist's eye, huh?
Ooh, sure. Let's go with that. And... done.
Thank you. An artist, a fashion designer. What other talents are you hiding?
Sometimes I also write poetry.
I need to cut out the parts first.
I can help with that.
Cut it for me, will you?
Sure thing, Pola.
The machine is still missing something. Not quite. The machine's all oiled up, but it still doesn't work. Ah, I see the issue. Some of the gears have fallen loose. I'll fix it in no time.
Just keep the correct rotation in mind. The ones with red pins need to be spinning counterclockwise, it seems like. Oh, and be sure not to jam the gears together or the machine will grind into a halt.
Everything's spinning as it should. It works! Sewing can't be that hard, right? It was so hard. Here you go, my invitation letter. Now can I get in?
Of course, miss. Have a wonderful evening.
we're in. Now what?
We've got to find this Earl Grey person.
And how do we do that?
By asking about the weather by the Baltic Sea. Only they'll know the right answer from the postcard. I'll just take one.
How is it?
Bubbly and non-alcoholic. Oh well. At least I'll keep the glass. Do you perhaps know anything of the weather by the Baltic Sea?
I'm sorry, I don't. It's not really my...
Imogen, you aren't listening.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, as I was saying.
Excuse me.
Can't you see I'm talking to my friend? It's rude to cut in conversations.
I just wanted to ask if you know what the weather's like by the Baltic Sea.
What are you talking about? One soda too many, huh? Leave me be.
Good evening, sir. Do you know what the weather's like by the Baltic Sea?
An interesting question, young lady. During my time as a ship's captain, I have sailed the Baltic many a time. You see, it's all in the wind. This one winter we were traveling to Denmark when this great storm...
Yes, that's thrilling. Excuse me for a moment.
He sure knows a lot about the sea.
Yes, but I don't think this is our guy.
Sorry, miss. A poker tournament is taking place inside. Only the declared players may enter.
Oh, then I declare I want to play.
Of course. Can I see your chip, miss?
My chip?
Every player is obligated to enter the tournament with a previously acquired poker chip. You can exchange 1,000 francs for one of these.
Pola, I don't think our budget covers that.
By the way, didn't I see you in the front? You let me into this palace, no?
That's my twin brother, miss. He's the patient one. So either come back with a chip or don't bother me.
Hey, lass, you're up for a game of billiard? Gonna warn you though, you're looking at a 5-time European champion.
No, I was wondering if maybe you could tell me what the weather's like by the Baltic Sea.
I don't know anything about that, lass, nor do I care. What you muttering there, sweetie? I'll be with you in a minute. Sit tight.
I don't really feel like playing. Who knows when I might need a pair of wooden pool cues? Hey, do you know what the weather's like by the Baltic Sea?
Certainly better than under it.
That's it! She's the...
Excuse me. I have to go to the bathroom. Fix my makeup a bit.
Sure thing, sweet cheeks. Just don't leave me here for too long. These stuck-ups have to see a fine babe by my side tonight.
I think we spooked her. What now?
We follow her, discreetly.
Who are you? And how do you know the call sign?
You're Earl Grey, aren't you? I'm Pola. I found a postcard.
Pola? As in Zagórska? You're looking for the heart, right? Listen, I'll bring you up to speed, but my date insists that I don't leave his side.
The billiard player? How do I get rid of him?
He's a short-tempered, overconfident buffoon. Throw him off his game and it might be enough to make him storm out of here.
I could tamper with the table, but he doesn't let it out of his sight.
Good idea. I'll get his attention at the right moment. For now, let's get back, lest he suspects something.
I don't know whether to be scared or excited.
Cool. I wonder how I can use it.
Aside from making drinks, you mean?
Hello, miss. We will come to our splendid palace. Witness the juggling prowess of the great automatoni.
Impressive. Where did you learn that?
I was taught by the legendary circus master, Angelo. Juggling is my calling.
You're okay there, buddy. You seem a bit uncalibrated.
Nonsense. My systems are working peachy. I meant peachy.
I don't really feel like playing. Hey, I bet you won't be able to strike 5 of those balls in one shot.
You think I'm a liar? You just watch, lass. Ha! Who's the dumb one now, huh? Don't mess with the champ.
At least his skill is better than his manners.
Right. I can't believe he can even reach the table with all that ego in the way. So, are you ready?
Whenever you are.
Hey, what are you two birdies whispering about?
I can't really play billiards. This could be disastrous. Poking things and people with a stick won't gain me any friends, I think. I don't really feel like playing. I'm still not convinced. Try that play again.
Yeah, I'll show you, all right. Is that convincing enough for you, lass?
Apparently that wasn't enough to throw him off his game. What else can I do? I'm still not convinced. Try that play again.
Yeah, I'll show you, all right. Is that convincing enough for you, lass?
Apparently that wasn't enough to throw him off his game. What else can I do? Poking things and people with a stick won't gain me any friends, I think. Poking things and people... So, are you ready?
Whenever you are.
Hey, what are you two birdies whispering about?
So, are you...
Whenever you are.
Hey.
I don't really feel like playing. I'm still not convinced. Try that play again.
Yeah, I'll show you, all right. Is that convincing enough?
Apparently that wasn't enough to throw him off his game. What else can I do?
This is way beyond the scope of my protocols.
Hi.
Sorry, ma'am. I'm on my break. I'm sure someone else from the staff will be happy to help you.
Well, that's okay. I also wanted to take a break from that snobbish crowd in there.
Tell me about it. A bunch of stuck-ups. Do this, waiter boy. Bring me that. Oh, to switch places with them for a day.
You seem to have some strong opinions about the palace's guests.
Ma'am, I meant no disrespect.
You must have met lots of rich and famous people during your time here. What do you think of them?
Which ones? The pampered countesses? Or maybe the so-called gentlemen?
Tell me about the countesses.
What's there to tell? Clara is a egocentric attention seeker, and Imogen is her loyal footstool.
Oh, some harsh words.
I just say how I see it. It's obvious to anyone but Imogen that Clara keeps her around just to look prettier in comparison. Meanwhile, Clara indulges in stirring up scandals. Then she feeds off the drama.
What is there to know about the gentleman?
The Admiral or the Ambassador caught your fancy? Don't bother. They're both drooling after Countess Clara. Or more precisely, her father's money.
I don't intend on seducing them. I just want to get some information.
Admiral Duval rose to fame thanks to his naval battles. I imagine he bored his enemies to death. The Ambassador is a bit less stiff, but annoying nonetheless. Despite his position, he's always short of money. I've never seen him tip.
That billiard player's a regular?
Sure he is. He comes here every couple of weeks, each time with a different girl by his side. Always gloating over being a champion. Someone ought to put him in his place.
And how would one do that?
Well, for all his boasting, he does have some skill. A little sabotage could do the job. Tilting the table, switching the billiards, stuff like that usually works on regular players.
So you messed with the guests before?
Hey, I gotta have some fun on this job.
There's something else I wanted to ask about.
Yeah? What is it?
Do you know that automaton in the hallway?
You mean Automatoni? Yeah, he's been here longer than me. Still tries to make it big and whatnot. It's not really working out for him.
Why not?
Believe it or not, juggling wasn't his original function. He used to be the pastry cook. He claims he got demoted because of the prejudice towards robots. The truth is, he was too short to reach the counter.
How long have you been working at that palace?
Longer than I would like to.
Then you must know the layout pretty well. Secrets, corridors, all the nooks and crannies?
Only insofar as to let me avoid the periscopes while I'm slacking off.
Yeah, what's up with those? It feels like someone's always watching.
Because they are. The security uses the periscopes to observe the rooms and check on employees. The bathrooms are pretty much the only place to hide from their prying eyes.
If you don't like this job so much, then why not just quit?
And do what? It's not like I have some amazing talent, like Alfonso, or even Automatoni.
So you're just going to sit here and wait for someone else to suddenly turn your life around?
It's a plan as good as any.
I'll let you get back to your break.
Appreciate it.
Be careful not to cut yourself.
You know what? Ow! Darn it. No one's gonna notice if I just take one. You never know when you'll have to throw a surprise party. That makes no sense to me. No need to bother him with that. No need to bother. Duct tape is a... Duct tape...
Hello, miss. We will come to our splendid palace. Witness the juggling prowess of the great automaton.
Impressive. Where?
I was taught.
You're okay there, buddy.
Nonsense.
The perfume is not really to my liking. That pump might come in handy, though. I've invented a handheld balloon pumping device.
So, a pump.
It's not really a reason to ride.
You're not going to use someone else's comb, are you?
No, I mean, not for its intended purpose, obviously. It's not really a reason. If I'm to polish this glass shard with the shaker's vibrations, I'm gonna need to fill it with something coarse first. I don't think so. It would just get messy. There's no need to... It's not really... It's not really... I don't think... Duct tape. Duct tape. One glass of sand coming right up.
Dry and extra crunchy.
That's a good idea, but it'll take too long to polish the glass by hand.
You'd have to find some sort of stirring device that would fit both the glass shard and sand. An auto-glassed sanding mixer.
I've put some sand into the shaker, thus probably ruining it. The shard's ready for sanding. It moves so slow. It'll take weeks to polish the glass.
Pola, remember that motor arm in Tibet? I could maybe try something like that again.
Remind me, what am I supposed to accomplish here?
The lock needs to be overridden. Connect the color-coded inputs and outputs by spinning the nodes.
Sure, I can do that.
Executed. I'm in.
Okay, Pascal, turn up the speed. Let's give the glass a good shake.
There. How does it look now?
It's perfect. Smooth and shiny, like a precious stone. That's too... I can't imagine... No need to bother him with that. He's got enough to deal with. This isn't going to work. There's really no need for... Not an option. I'm still not convinced. Try that play again.
Yeah, Is that convincing enough for you, lass?
Apparently that wasn't enough to throw him off his game. What else can I do? How would that help me? Not quite.
Love, a moment of your time.
Yeah?
Just a few squeezes. That should do it.
Never mind.
I don't think that's enough to sabotage the next play. I'm still not convinced. Try that play again.
Yeah, I'll show you, all right. Is that convincing enough for you, lass?
Apparently that wasn't enough to throw him off his game. What else can I do? So, are you ready?
Whenever you are.
Hey, what are you two birdies whispering about?
I'm still not convinced. Try that play again.
Yeah, I'll show you, all right. Is that convincing enough for you, lass?
Apparently that wasn't enough to throw him off his game. What else can I... That makes no sense to me. That's too... I can't imagine... I don't... As much as it pains me to say it, duct tape is a... Poking things in people with a stick won't gain me any friends, I think. Poking things in... I don't really feel like playing. I'd really... Poking things in people... So, are you...
Whenever you are.
Hey, what are you two birdies whispering about?
Poking things in people with a stick won't gain me any friends, I think. This isn't going to work. There's really no need. Not an option. How?
Impressed by my skill? Huh?
I bet you can't juggle 1.75 times this speed.
Watch and be amazed.
1.75? Oh, sorry, 2.45.
No problem. No problem at all.
How about 3.1?
Affirmative. Oh, it's a bit tricky. Error. Command overflow.
Well, I may as well, since the automaton is out cold.
Excuse me, love.
What you want, babe?
Oh.
There.
Nothing.
I switched the billiard balls with the lighter ones. Hopefully the player won't notice too early. That should be enough to cause the billiard player some trouble. So, are you ready?
Whenever you are.
Hey, what are you two birdies whispering about?
I'm still not convinced. Try that play again.
Yeah, I'll show you, all right. What the? This table's rigged, uneven or something. I'm not playing here anymore.
Thank goodness you managed to get rid of him. Meet me in the bathroom again. You're Zagórska's daughter. The old man couldn't be bothered to show up himself.
Not exactly. Valkyria's army, they attacked Suislav. I managed to get out, but Father...
I see. Sorry to hear that. I presume this thing is one of his creations.
Yes, although I have a name, I'm Pascal, not that thing. Nice to meet you.
Well. Even his robots have attitude. You've said something about a postcard.
I found it in a wrecked airship when I was trying to find something called the Heart. It led me here.
Ah, yes. The Heart. If you've been to Jean-Pierre's airship, then I'm guessing you have the first piece. We're in luck. The second piece of the Heart is still here. Although getting it might be tricky.
If the piece is here, then what's the issue? We just grab it and run.
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. You see, somewhere between then and now, the owners found the bloody thing by chance. They made it into a tournament trophy, exhibited in plain view on a monitored pedestal.
So, what do we do?
First of all, we need to get you two to the poker room. From there, you'll have to get rid of the players, the alarm, and those bloody periscopes.
That's a lot of steps. Lots of opportunities for getting caught.
Don't worry your little metal head. I'll be here providing help if something goes wrong.
How do I get to the poker room?
You don't have about 1,000 francs for the buy-in, do you?
Sorry, I left the wallet in my other trousers.
In that case, your best bet is to pester the other guests. Among all these billionaires, there's bound to be one with a spare poker chip.
Are we supposed to just ask for it?
You'll figure something out. Zagórskis have a gift for being resourceful. The same goes for their inventions.
Making that billiard player leave was one thing, but how am I supposed to get all of these people out of the poker room? In the middle of a tournament, no less.
Good question. You'd need to catch their attention. Something more interesting than the tournament.
Yeah, something dramatic.
Something spectacular.
Something scandalous.
Any ideas?
Nope. What's the deal with these periscopes?
Pesky little things. You'll have to come up with a way to trick them without raising suspicion. They're placed here so that the security guards can monitor the entire palace at the same time.
Wait, that's why you dragged me into this bathroom. There aren't any periscopes here.
You're getting the hang of it. Ever considered working in espionage?
What was that bit about disabling the alarm?
Oh, right. I almost forgot. There are proximity sensors all around the trophy.
You mean there are lasers guarding the heart? Cool.
Less cool if they're in your way. You get too close to the podium, the alarm goes off. Look for the control terminal nearby and shut them down when no one's looking.
What do you know about the heart itself?
Babbage's crew's secret weapon against their own creation. It was your father's pet project.
Split it into 3 parts, yes?
As far as I know, one he kept for himself. The other was given to Jean-Pierre. Zagórski and him hid the third part in this palace.
But what does it do exactly?
I was hoping you could tell me. Your father was very secretive in this regard.
All I know is that it's supposed to change Valkyria's mind and renegotiate the parameters. I don't even get what it means.
Zagórski wouldn't send you on a wild chase for no reason. Maybe it's a kind of, you'll know it when you see it type deal.
Enough about the mission.
What else is there to talk about?
If the piece is here, then what's the issue? We just grab it and run.
It's not that simple, I'm afraid. You see, somewhere between then and now, they made it into a tournament trophy, exhibited in play.
So,
first of all, from there,
That's a lot of stuff.
enough about
what else?
The Dominium soldiers were there when I got to Tibet. I am afraid they followed me here.
You'd be right to worry. I've got reports that there's at least one Valkyria agent from the French division in the palace.
You mean, anyone here could be working for the enemy?
Exactly. So keep your eyes open and be wary what you say around the guests. Still, it could be helpful to find out who the spy is.
You can't just go around and ask, hey, do you happen to work for Valkyria?
It would be a quick way to get yourself turned into scrap, Pascal. There's another way. A middleman is supposed to be at the poker tournament, waiting for the intel. If you see a dossier anywhere around the table, try to take a peek. Maybe it will tell us who's feeding the info.
I'm sorry, but I have to ask. Earl Grey is not your real name, is it?
No. A pseudonym proves useful in my line of work. Anonymity has its benefits.
Your line of work? Wait, you're a spy.
Is this how you know my father? And about the heart?
Partially. Years ago, my employers were interested in Babbage's cruise project, before Durr took it over. That's when I met Jean-Pierre, and through him, your father.
Jean-Pierre and you were close then?
For a time. Unfortunately, our careers were incompatible. Still, it wasn't easy when he went missing. At least thanks to you, it wasn't in vain.
We'll see it through, for my father's sake, and Jean-Pierre's. Well, back to work.
Good luck, Pola.
Still on a break?
What can I say? I'm not really eager to go back there.
I'll let you get back.
Appreciate.
I think that knocked him out.
Let him reboot in peace. Let him reboot in peace.
I think that knocked him out.
Let him reboot in peace.
Poking things and people with a stick won't gain me any friends, I think. Not quite. That makes no sense. I'd really like to get into that room. I don't have the chip, but I can throw this unique automaton into the pot.
Hey, I'm worth at least twice as much.
Sorry, miss. No chip, no entry.
I'm not always this useless, I promise.
Finally, I have a chance to talk to you. My name's Pola.
Imogen, nice to meet you. Sorry about earlier. Patience is not Clara's strong suit. Anyways,
I remember you asking me a question. Something about the sea?
Never mind that. However, I do want to ask you something. Your friend seems a little, how do I put this kindly, full of herself.
That's your idea of putting it kindly?
I promise, Pola. Once you get to know her, she's nicer. A bit. I'm grateful to her for introducing me to the influential circles. I'm happy to fulfill her wishes.
And what kind of wishes might she have?
Well, she's a very busy person, you know? It leaves her little time for the more mundane duties.
In other words, you're running errands for her. I know how that feels.
Clara's getting a lot of attention from the gentleman, isn't she?
I guess so. All of it deserved, no doubt.
Doesn't it bother you that she gets all the praise?
If it's envy you speak of, I try to be above such things. Even if one of the gentlemen has been on my mind, I shall respect their decisions.
I wonder which one it is.
It's like we're stuck in a Jane Austen's novel. That flower in your hair is beautiful. Where did you get it?
Oh, this rose. Picked it from my garden. I'd be happy to give it to you, but for now, it's my backup fashion accessory.
A backup? For what?
I was going to show up with my necklace, but one of the emeralds fell out. You might say this rose is my last-minute effort at looking pretty.
Trust me, you look stunning either way.
Pola, maybe we could try to fix her necklace.
That would be so sweet of you. Here it is. If you manage to find the missing stone, I'll no longer need the rose. I could give it to you as a thanks.
I'll talk to you soon.
Take care.
Excuse me.
Oh, it's you again. Do you intend to ask me another absurd question?
I just wanted to speak with you.
I cannot imagine what someone like you would have to talk to me about. Although, it's sure to be more entertaining than the rest of this dreadful event.
That bored, huh?
Please. When Brighton's and Duvall's courting is the most amusing part of the evening, it's saying something.
What's so amusing about men trying to court you?
Oh, the courting I'm used to. It's who's doing it that's funny. Admiral Duvall used to be a commander on a warship, and has a subtlety of one. Ambassador Brighton traveled all over the world and somehow brought back only debts with him.
I'm guessing you're not very fond of either of them. Just tell them you're not interested.
Where's the fun in that? In fact, I have a little competition on my mind.
What's that competition?
Knowing these two, Admiral Duvall will try to buy himself into my favors, while Brighton depends on his charm to get by. I'm thinking, let's switch it up a bit. Care to help me?
I'm not sure, but go on.
Tell the Admiral I want an expression of his love in the form of a romantic poem. As for the Ambassador, he needs to bring me a rare black rose. That should give them quite a challenge.
Is it just me, or is this plan a bit cruel?
Well, love is cruel, isn't it? But how would you know? You're just a robot. On with it! The Admiral is just over there, and you'll probably find the Ambassador in the poker room.
Have you been following the recent events?
Of course, you have to be in the know to keep up in these circles. News, politics, scandals.
Then, what's your opinion on Valkyria's Dominium, just for the sake of conversation?
Conversations rarely get things done. Actions make things done. And as far as I can tell, the Loyalists are men of action.
You think their aggression and cruelty is action?
People always have been cruel towards each other, honey. At least these ones have a goal.
I gotta go.
Do as you wish.
Hello again, young lady. How's your evening so far?
Interesting for sure.
Have you talked to Clara? Did she say anything about me? Would she be interested?
Yes and no. She sort of requested a proof of your devotion. She wants you to write her a love poem.
Well, that should be easy. Let's see. Her eyes like torpedoes. Her figure like a frigate.
Are you saying this lady looks like a warship?
What's the problem? Frigates have very slender hulls.
Oh boy, you know what? Leave it to me. I know some people with a bit more poetic sensitivity. You may have a rival in your love conquest, mister. Ambassador Brighton is also very fond of Countess Clara.
What? How can this penniless dandy think that a woman like Clara would ever stoop down to his level?
Seems like you know him already.
I wish I didn't. Brighton yearns not for her love, but for her money. Anyone can tell you he's broke and desperate.
Say, Admiral, can you perhaps tell me how to get into that poker room?
I wouldn't know. It's not really my sort of game. Too little strategy, too much left to chance.
And who would know?
Ambassador Brighton, for one, a notorious gambler. He's probably in there already, losing his last cent. Also, I've heard that a fellow called Alfonso failed to show up at the tournament. I hope that helps.
Very much so. Thank you. As an experienced combatant, what do you think about the Valkyria Dominium?
If I ever go against its armies, they will surely prove to be formidable opponents. I've been observing their recent movement. Brilliant strategies, perfectly calculated risks.
Be happy you didn't have to see it up close. Not as fun. Why won't anyone intervene?
Europe is not prepared for this kind of warfare. We need to plan carefully before any escalation.
There already was an escalation. Multiple escalations. So what's your strategy? To just sit and wait? Take care.
You too.
Hello?
Oh, not another one. Listen, if you want an autograph, write to my agent, okay?
I don't, actually, but I'd like to know your name. I'm Pola.
Wait. You don't know who I am?
Not a clue.
Oh, that's wonderful. Pola, you said? I'm Alfonso. You don't even know how good it feels to have a normal interaction without the burden of fame. It's like a dream come true.
Let me get this straight. Your dream is to not be famous?
You could say that, yes. I've grown quite tired of the ceaseless interviews, signings, the dinner parties. Oh, it's all so exhausting and pretentious. How I wish to spend but a day away from the spotlight.
And do what instead?
You know, whatever it is that you regular people do.
So you'd be willing to switch places with, let's say, a cook? Or a waiter?
Absolutely. I'd even pay for it. Oh, alas, that's just a frivolous fantasy.
I couldn't help but notice that poker chip you're fidgeting with.
Oh, this thing? It's a buy-in for tonight's tournament at the palace.
Will you trade me for it?
I'm not really in need of money, you know. What can you give me that I don't own already?
How about a favor? I'll think of something. I have to get going.
If you must.
It fits perfectly.
Oh my goodness! It's really him! He's even more handsome in person! Look at that smile! He winked at me! I'm gonna faint! No, he clearly winked at me!
Hey, mister. That's a nice camera you got there. Could I borrow it for a second?
Ah, good one, kiddo. Slim chance. Unless I get Alfonso to talk, these snaps are my best chance at a paycheck.
What do you mean?
The agency sent me to get an exclusive with that boyo over there. Unfortunately, the stubborn old fool doesn't do interviews, so the photos are the next best thing.
Then if I get him to talk to you, you won't need that camera anymore?
Yeah, sure. Seeing you try to convince him should be fun at least.
That necklace is for Imogen. It would be rude to mess with it. That necklace is... That necklace is...
Lady Imogen, we have fixed your necklace.
Oh, looks brand new. Look how the emeralds gleam in the light.
Sure, just maybe don't look too closely. It's, you know, better to admire it from afar.
Look but don't touch her, Pola. You're learning quickly about the aristocratic life. Here, accept this rose as a sign of my gratitude.
I'm not keen on parting with it just yet. I don't know how that would help with her mission.
What is her mission, exactly?
I'm not that sure. I'd really prefer not to. No need to bother him with... I'm not keen on parting with it just yet. That's too unorthodox, even for me. I can't imagine. No need to bother. A comb won't be enough to style his hair.
Some gel would do the trick, though.
It's not exactly hair gel. but it'll do.
Yuck, greasy hair. That's just what I wanted.
Nah, you look great. We're getting close to Alfonso's look, but there's still something missing. A comb won't be enough to style his hair.
Some gel would do the trick, though.
No need to bother him with that. No need to bother him with that. He's got enough to deal with. No need to bother him. No need to. Still.
What can I...
You know what? You kind of remind me of that actor, Alfonso.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Apparently, I have his face. Shame I don't have his life, too.
I think we could do something about it. I've spoken to him recently, and he'd love to experience a day as a regular person.
Switching places with him? Now that would be something.
Sure would, but if this is going to work, we need to find you a mustache, and fix your hairstyle a bit.
Sorry, I don't have any hair gel with me, and I don't think I can grow a stash in a day.
I'll let you get back to your break.
Appreciate it.
I have no idea.
This isn't going. Poking things and people with a stick won't. I don't need to collect the entire alphabet. Good luck with the race.
Thank you, Senorita. You have fun at the casino.
I don't know if Tamara would appreciate that. A moment of your time, Tamara?
I've got to say, you look astounding in this dress.
I know you're a painter, but do you perchance write any poetry too?
I dabble.
Great! Could you write me a love poem?
By heavens, Pola, you have no idea how long I've been...
It's for this admiral guy who wants to court a countess. I'm sorry, you were saying something?
That's fine. I can also do that, no problem. Just give me a moment. Here you go.
Wow, Tamara, that's beautiful. How did you come up with this stuff?
No, I had an inspiration. A muse, one might say.
I need to get back to it.
Always a pleasure talking to you.
Here's a poem you can give Countess Clara.
This sounds perfect. So much emotion. Such a vivid expression of love. I'll give it to her. Just need a moment to gather the courage.
You'd think a war hero would be a bit braver.
Pascal, this is a whole new battleground for him. I'm not keen on parting with it just yet.
Hello again, young lady. How's your evening so far?
Interesting for sure. Take care.
You too.
Lady Clara?
Yes? Speak your mind.
I gotta go.
Do as you wish.
Hello again, young lady.
Interesting for... What do you think about that poem for Clara?
This sounds perfect. So much. I'll give it to her. Just need a moment to gather the courage.
You'd think a war hero would be a bit braver.
Pascal, this is a whole new battleground for him. Take care.
You too.
Hey, Imogen.
Yes, Pola?
I'll talk to you.
Take care.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Please, by all means.
Alfonso, why don't you want to give an interview to that reporter over there?
Reporter? Pfft, that vulture doesn't deserve that title. He's a common paparazzo, a scandal monger.
Is he really that bad?
Bad? Regular interviews are bad, my friend. This one goes beyond awful. He'll be provoking you with leading questions. Before you know it, he's smearing you on the front page with fabricated sensations.
So, no interview?
Ugh, out of the question.
I have to get going.
If you must.
Pascal, see if you can reach the cat now.
Yay! Look, I'm petting the cat. Sort of.
Will you let me pet you now? Nope, he's still quite defensive. I'm not risking my own hands. There's really no need for that. Mrs. Dermont?
Oh, Pola, sweetheart, how can I help you?
Thanks for the help, Mrs. Dermont.
Don't mention it.
It works. I can get sewing. Come, let me comb you. Nope, he's still quite defensive. I'm not risking my own hands. poking things and people with a stick.
Brilliant! A mechanical calming station. So useful. This will be the next big thing.
I wouldn't go that far.
Let me brush you a bit, little fella.
I've got a handful of cat hair and didn't even get scratched. I think that's a success. Would you mind if I tape a fake mustache on you?
What for?
A little Alfonso makeover. I hope you're not allergic to cat hair.
Sure, whatever.
Great! You're ready to switch places with the actor. I'm gonna talk to him. Can I talk to you for a second?
Please, by all means.
Do you still want to spend one day as someone else?
Indeed. I'd like that very much.
Then follow me. There. You two just need to switch clothes.
Wait, are you Alfonso? I'll be damned. We really do look alike.
All right, you're a passable imitation. Let's do this. Just for one day. And please, when you're out there pretending to be me, don't do anything embarrassing.
No worries. I'll spend some time around you rich folks. I won't make a touche.
You mean faux pas?
Yeah, Parte.
Oh, and Pola, here's the poker chip. I remember you wanted it. Have fun.
Thanks.
Well then, you feel any better as a regular person?
Well, yes, I do. Oh, it's so liberating to be unnoticed, away from all that attention and people's demands.
Hey, yo, the break's over. Get up here, there's dishes to clean.
Oh, dear.
Okay, here's the chip. Now will you let me in?
Go ahead, miss. Good luck.
Good evening, sir.
Ah, greetings, madam. Name's Elliot Brighton, and I know what you're thinking.
I always wanted to meet a mind reader.
You're thinking that I'm incredibly stunning.
Not the word I'd use, but okay.
However, let me save you a broken heart, for mine belongs to Lady Clara.
What a relief.
Yeah, I know. She sent me to you, actually. Countess Clara wants you to send her a flower as a sign of your love.
A flower? That's it? Well, that's easier than I imagined. Did she specify what kind of flower?
Yes, a black rose.
What? It's impossible. Those things grow only in one specific region. I can't afford that.
Aren't you a wealthy politician? How is this a problem?
You see, I had some bad hands at the tournament tonight, and I'm kind of short on liquid funds at the moment. Speaking of which, you wouldn't have some spare change for a bus fare, would you?
You're hopeless, Brighton. It seems you're not Clara's only suitor. Admiral Duval is also making his move.
What? That boring old fart imagines himself with Clara? He can throw all the cash in the world at her, but he'll never give her what I can.
I'm afraid to ask what you can give her.
Passion, romance, excitement. What can he offer? A warship named after her?
The tournament trophy is just sitting there. Aren't the organizers afraid of thieves?
It only looks unprotected, madam. The security is keeping an eye on it through these periscopes, not to mention the lasers.
No, please. Do mention the lasers.
From what I've heard, the display cabinet is surrounded by a net of invisible sensors triggered by movement. Quite sophisticated, too.
As an ambassador, did you have any experience with Valkyria's Dominium?
A rather grim bunch of people. Wait, you're not with them, are you?
No. In fact, they invaded my home less than a week ago.
Well, sorry to hear that. However, I will hold my judgment on them for now. You have to hedge your bets. The only thing that counts is who comes out on top.
And how did that work so far, huh? Personally, I'm going all in against them. I have to go now.
Of course, madam.
Can I talk to you for a minute?
Would you mind? I'm trying to focus here.
They're too focused on the game. Something big needs to happen to get their attention. The periscope's eye will notice if I start messing with the pictures. I wonder what's in that file case. I won't even get close to it with all these people here. I'm not keen on parting with it just yet. Lady Clara?
Yes? Speak your mind.
I gotta go.
Do as you wish.
Hello again, young lady. How's your evening so far?
Interesting for sure. Take care.
You too.
Got me that interview yet, kiddo? The camera's waiting.
I'm still working on it. So, how does it feel to be famous?
It's amazing. Look at them, treating me like some kind of royalty. I could get used to this.
Then how about you give an interview to that reporter?
Sure, I've got lots to say. Finally, someone will listen. Bring him here.
Alfonso agreed to talk to you. Go ahead, do your interview.
Hot damn! You actually did it! Thanks a bunch!
Can I borrow that camera now?
Suit yourself. Just don't break it. This stuff's expensive.
Okay, now to take some tasty photos.
Alfonso, a few questions?
Huh? Oh, you mean me? Sure. Ask away.
Great! First of all, how do you prepare for your roles?
I just really dive deep into my character. Try to live the life, you know? If I were to play, for example, a waiter, I'd think how hard his job must be and how he should really earn way more.
Fascinating. How difficult is it to give a performance as brilliant as yours?
Not really.
Oh, interesting. How so?
All I do is just read the lines. A child could do that.
Amazing! How honest.
It's not really a great photography subject. A quick snap from the right perspective, and we have a great static view of the trophy.
But we need the key, not just a photo of it.
Don't worry, it's all a part of the plan.
You have a plan?
Not yet, but this will be a part of it for sure.